greeting, isn't it? I thought about it, everything else like that. Gonna do an early morning stream, that way I have the day all to myself. So I'd just like to say welcome, greetings, and I hope you enjoy your stay for Dragon Stacks Insanity Chat. I appreciate you coming in. I appreciate you staying. So let's have some fun. Oh yeah, we like that laugh. You know why do we like that laugh? 'Cause it's so good. So we have so many random things. So many things. We have people who tell you constantly, listen to me, I know best. And we have hypocrisy go on. Oh god. Hypocrisy. What a joke. Because you have people who tell you, hey, listen to me, I know best. I know what I'm doing. We know what we're doing. I'm an expert. I know what to do. I know how to do this. Da da da. They really don't. Being an expert just is kind of you going, oh, I've studied more than enough. I know what's going on. I know what I'm doing. I know what to do too. And then 6 months, year down the line, guess what? New shit comes out. No longer an expert because you don't know. Because it's new, obviously. Gotta relearn that. I mean, can you really be classified as an expert if you constantly have to learn? I mean, an expert, you're supposed to know everything in that field. And yet they keep on changing things on you. They keep on making things new, keep on modifying things. So there's no way to really be an expert. You could say, I'm a professional. This is what I do full time. Okay, I'll go with that. Oh, yeah, and also, weirdly sidetracked because, squirrel, ADD, whatever you want to call it. That's what happens to me a lot. Hypocrisy. Don't lie. That's what we get told. Don't lie. Lying's bad. Da da da. Right? You know, it's bad to lie. Whole 9 yards. And yet, we get taught at a young age that lying's okay. Now, how is that possible, right? What makes me say we're taught at a young age that it's okay to lie? Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, um, Tooth Fairy. Like, need I say more? But again, we're told, don't lie, da 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 da. That's what I mean by hypocrisy. You know, don't lie, da 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 da, it's bad. And yet we inherently tell lies to children. We were inherently lied to as well when we were growing up. Again, like I said, Easter Bunny, Santa, Tooth Fairy, whatever other mythological creatures for shit like that for holidays. All you see and all you hear about is just evil shit, bad shit. Not only that, but hey, you know what? Look up the actual holidays. Look at what actually happened during those things. Those little fun things that we do have a lot darker history involved. But we try to make it all hunky dory, happy go lucky, and everything else like that under the sun. And we're supposed to be okay with that. Ooh, shit's going on. We're supposed to be okay with all that happy horse shit that we're fed. And be like, oh yeah, we're gonna accept these as facts now. But you take any of these holidays and you look at what really happened, how fucked they really are, and now we're like celebrating it randomly. Okay? They weren't all hunky dory to begin with. We turned them into hunky dory things. Woohoo, okay, fine. Why haven't we done that with the Holocaust yet? Make that a holiday and turn it into something happy go lucky. We bullshitted our way through everything else. So why not take Pearl Harbor? Why don't we turn that shit event, turn it into a holiday? And just ignore all the bad shit that happened. Hiroshima, when we bombed them, why don't we just, hey, good morning, Moose Lady. Why don't we just ignore all the bad shit that happened for Hiroshima, turn that into a holiday, and be like, yay, yay. We've done it with so many other stupid fucking things. Why not do it for all the others? How are you doing this morning, Moose Lady? Eh, I can understand that. I really can. I'm wide awake right now myself. It's a little bit after. Oh yeah, oh yeah. 100% coffee's always a must. I don't even remember what time I actually decided to wake up, and get my ass moving. I, I don't, unfortunately. I think I've been up for a bit, but whatever. Um, See, I've learned something for myself, Moose Lady. Ooh, shit. Yeah, you need to, like, batten down the hatches, uh, and, like, yeah. Shameless YouTube plug, too, by the way. I don't have that automated, but, yeah, you need to, like, batten down the hatches, everything else like that, and just, holy crap, be safe. See, I didn't actually plan on coming back to this platform. Oh, I don't actively stream there. No. I don't actually, like, do any live stuff on there. I just record my material and then I put it on my YouTube channel. That's what I do. I don't bother doing anything live on YouTube. I just record material using OBS and then just post it up onto my YouTube after that and call it good. Uh, I even being here, it's kind of a like, and it also it works a lot easier for me because when I'm not having to live stream or when I'm not live streaming, and there's so much pressure taken off of me. I don't have to pay attention to a chat. I don't have to pay attention to a whole host of other things. I literally can just go and not really have to worry. I mean, the biggest thing that I have to do is just keep on trying to get the material out there, da da da, do things to try to get my YouTube channel going, which is what I'm doing progressively. Um, I went from I think 2 or 5 subscribers up, and I'm up to like 19 now. So I'm making slight headway. I'm getting there. And with YouTube as well, I'm perfectly okay with anything toxic that happens because all that's doing is just helping me out in the long run. That's honestly how I like it. You're just helping me out in the long run. That's all there is to it. But so far, all I've been doing is just chatting things like that. I don't really try to do any type of gameplay or anything like that. Just not my thing anymore. Um, Yesterday and such, when I did another thing, I openly admitted that I hated myself. I hated my content that I did, uh, things like that, and I did. I wasn't happy with it, and so started doing this, and I'm like, I enjoy this better. I enjoy this more, and I do because I can voice my opinions how I want. I no longer care if people like it or not because hey, if you don't like it, change the fucking channel. If you don't like it, go somewhere else. I don't care. There's always someone else. There's always other people. Things like that. So I'm not gonna fucking worry about it. It causes too many problems. There's way too much to worry about anyways. And I'd rather not deal with it. So, that's what's happening there. So again, besides the slight off thing here, hypocrisy is amazing. We deal with that a lot. Uh, Lying is absolutely amazing because that's an everyday effort occurrence too. It's just all dependent on the grade severity of the lie, and when you lie to children too, especially that's where you fuck up more than anything. Even the small lies, da da la. I mean, one of the best and biggest lies that I've ever personally experienced was, if you tell me the truth, you will not get in trouble, or if you tell me the truth, you will not get in bigger trouble. I can tell you now, telling the truth got me into more trouble. Hey, good morning, Rhino. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. I mean, it's a weekend right there, so hopefully it's not too horrible for you. Decided early morning stream will be the best thing for me. That way, I can have the day to take care of something that I completely forgot that I have to. Because nothing is ever fucking simple. So, decided to do that this way. This is only going to be probably around an hour long stream. It's somewhere around there. About 9 o'clock my time is when I'll have to stop. So, in another like 45 minutes type deal. But I don't even know where that came into either. Or why we decided to do it. Like, why did we start lying for the first time? What caused us to be like, hey, you know what's a good idea? Lying. Not telling the truth. And it also seems like if we don't lie now, we cause some snowflake somewhere to get butthurt over the fact that we were honest with them and told them the truth. And oh my god, how fucking dare I? And they seem to get butthurt over it, everything else like that. And then they'll retaliate in some either physical or violent way, which, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, I didn't lie to you. I told you the truth and was honest. And so what do? You literally try to kill me for it. Got it. Nice. Wonderful. So somewhere in life, we decided lying was a good idea. Who knows where? Who knows when? Well, depending on actually if you'll go with mythology and all that. Pandora's box, or Pandora when she opened up the box and all that. There you go. That's what caused it. Adam and Eve got kicked out of paradise, supposedly. There you go. That's when it started. You know, who fucking knows? I mean, again, unless you were there, unless you were present when that lie was first told and it spread, we'll never truly know where the first lie happened, when the first lie happened, or why. Just all we know now is it's spread, it's continued, it's thrived, and it's just happening. It never stops. And we're all just supposed to be okay with it. Just, oh, hey, we're gonna lie to you about this, we're gonna lie to you about that, and we're okay with that. But we're expect to accept so many things as facts. But yeah, again, why? Why do we do this? Why do we do anything like this? We allow so many things to slide by, and we're all hypocrites in one form or another. We lie, we cheat, we steal. We're greedy fucking creatures who are never satisfied. We never have enough. We can't have enough. We always want more. With how technology's been advancing, everything else like that. We don't want to wait. We don't want to take the time. We want instant gratification. We're just like, gimme, 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 gimme. Nope, I don't fucking care what your reason is. Gimme, 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 gimme. Do it now. And that's all it is. That's all we ever do is just we want to be greedy. We have to be greedy. We're never satisfied. We're gonna fuck the planet. We've already been doing it. And we're supposed to be happy about it. We're the biggest lie we ever tell ourselves is everything's okay. We are not running out of resources. Natural resources or otherwise. We fucking are, and that's the truth, and we know it. We're just trying to be nice and pretend that it's not. But, yeah, sorry, I'm multitasking right now, so that does not help me on anything. Uh, but again, I'm like right now, I'm being greedy. I am being greedy because I am literally multitasking when I should be paying attention to what I'm doing here. And again, no, I won't. Why? Because I have other responsibilities too. They may not be the greatest, they may not seem all that fucking important to other people, but I try. And I try to do things for other people too. And we try to make things, how we want things. And for me, I just don't see a point in it. I don't see a point in breaking my back over, breaking my back over trying to please everyone. Hey, good morning, Incinerator. How you doing, bud? You're making slow progress, dude. You are making slow progress, but it's there. I'm not doing too bad. I'm really not. I'm just relaxing. Just going off about a bunch of stupid shit that humans do. Hypocrisy about things. One of the honestly the best thing is just lying. The things that humans do when we lie. When we lie to children. Oh yeah, yeah, right, right. 100%. We lie to children. They lie to their children if they have them. They lie to their friends. They lie to their family members. Da da da. Easter Bunny, Tooth Fairy. Let's go. Yeah, sure. Tooth Fairy. We are literally celebrating holidays where people were massacred. That's the fucking truth of it, though. Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, you know, we are literally celebrating things where people were massacred and killed. The origins of those holidays, people were massacred and killed. Thanksgiving is another one that's a prime example of that. Indians, we massacred and killed them so we could get the fucking turkeys and take their land. Like, what? And they're supposed to be all hunky dory with that shit too, you know? What? But we are some of the greediest fucking bastards ever. but we are some of the greediest creatures on the planet. 100%. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Honestly, am until one day, if we survive, I should say, the human race survives long enough, where we turn the bombing of Pearl Harbor into a holiday, and from it being that great tragedy that happened, we turn it into a joyous event, occasion, whatever. Don't know how long that'll take, but I'm waiting for that to happen. The bombing of Hiroshima, waiting for that to get turned into a joyous holiday. Yeah, exactly. And one of the other biggest things that I personally dealt with when I was growing up, and I'm gonna put this out there. I might get flack for it, whatever. I've dealt with this one. When you tell your child, if you are honest with me, you will not get in trouble. I'm honest, I'm truthful, and I got into more trouble for being honest and truthful. If you tell your child, if you are honest and you will not get in trouble, and then they get in trouble for it, you are a piece of shit. I'm going to restate that, reiterate that. If you are a parent and you tell your child, if you are honest, you will not get in trouble, they do what you want. They are honest, they are truthful, and they still get in trouble for it. You are a piece of shit parent. So, I want you to think about that one. Because that is some bullshit that you are traumatizing your child with by saying, tell me the truth, and you will not get in trouble. And they still do when they, do what you say. Also, if you have multiple children, if you have multiple children, and you are giving one child more expensive gifts than the other, again, you are causing a problem. You are causing a big problem down the line. I, Vinny, this is literally not targeting anyone. This is just the broad spectrum of everything. I literally never target or point out or call out anyone because there's no point in it. Yeah, see, there's a difference, right? Depending on the age gap, you, it's gonna happen, right? That's a fact of life. I was the youngest of three. I get this, okay? So, but let me try to go into a little bit more detail then to clarify a little. Then, if you are 13 and under, and your siblings are, obviously in mid to late teens consecutively, oh yeah, 100%. There's going to be a difference. Why? Because of the age. Okay, they're going to be older, more responsible, and they can appreciate typically more of the expensive things. Now, when all of them are teenagers, right, where they are all easily old enough to appreciate anything expensive, and something like this happens, okay, older child gets a computer or a laptop or something because they're going to be like heading off to college or something. Sweet. Middle child gets a phone. Why? Need it in case, they're working or something like that, right? Youngest child who isn't old enough for any one of those things, they have, anywhere between 2 to 4 years before anything like that, you get them a new pair of shoes. And what I mean by new pair of shoes, I mean they're hand me downs from one of their brothers. They're gonna fucking notice that difference. Or when you tell them, oh, we don't have the money to get you anything. That's another good one. That's another good one when you're told that. It's like, wait, hold on. So you got him or her this expensive item. You got this one, this expensive item. When it came to me, you gave me a box of Kleenexes that were open already. And there weren't any Kleenexes in it anyways. What? What? I will say that now. You're a piece of shit parent then. If you have children who are around the same age and you can't get them the same quality of gifts, then either tone down the quality or something like that to make it fucking even. Or, or tone it down. If you have a child who likes collectibles, right? Get them if they like models, right? And they take care of them. Go out to a hobby shop. Oh fucking god, how dare I? Or Amazon, or any one of those other websites where you can order shit online and have it shipped to your house. And go, you know what? Here we go. I know my child likes this a lot. I know my child takes care of this. So I'm going to go on here and I'm going to order, depending on model, grade, da da la. I'm going to order like 5 models for them to assemble. Because I know they will assemble them, take care of them, respect them, whole 9 yards. And I'm like, oldest child likes this. So you go, I'm going to get them this many of this item. Kind of even it out. And it's not hard. It's really not. But people are just like, no, no. So somehow, some way, for some reason, I'm favoring this child over this child and this child over that child. And even if you have 2 children, you do the same fucking thing. It's not even. It's not fair. It's not equal, especially depending on the age. Oh, and another thing. We're going weirdly segued into a lot of things here. If you have multiple children, and there is a decently large age gap of like 10 years or so, right? We're going with 10 years. Nice flat even number. If you have another child, okay, not your child has a child at 10, like you have another child, and you go, well, now I have a live in babysitter. my 10-year-old child can watch the newborn. My 13-year-old child can watch the newborn. My 15, whatever the age is. As long as they're double digits, for the most part. 13, 14 is kind of more of a, that's a safer bet, in manner speaking. But if you have another child and you're using your oldest as a babysitter, nanny, whatever, and you're not paying them, compensating them in some fucking way, I'm gonna say this again. You are a piece of shit parent. Because you made the choice to have another child. Your oldest did not have any fucking say in the matter. And now you are forcing them to take on a role they shouldn't have to. Helping out every so often? Sure. No problem. Okay, that's not a problem. Compensate them for it, though. Not, well, I feed and clothe them. Hey, fucker, that's your job. Anyways, at least until you're 18 if you're that kind of person. Which, if you have a problem with trying to compensate your child anyways for helping out every so often with your youngest at that point, then yeah, you're a piece of shit anyways. And you'll just boot them out at 18 anyways. Or 16 if you're lucky and be like, well, you need to get a job at 16, start paying bills. But you also need to take care of your younger brother too, or sister, or whatever. Anything like that happens, you're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit parent, and you shouldn't have children. And you need to be shot in the head and executed. I said it. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, you don't do anything, incinerator. I'm just going off about shit that I have seen parents do and what I've dealt with and things like that. Between discrepancies and gifts and responsibilities to if you have another child and you force that child into being the nanny slash caregiver and you don't compensate your oldest child for doing it because there are parents out there who are like, well, I feed and clothe the both children and everything, so da da da. It's like, no, that's not how that fucking works. So, you don't get to be a piece of shit person and have no repercussions. There will be repercussions. And my only hope is if someone does that, I hope to God the child is smart enough to go, no. And what I mean by no, which yes, I am saying children need to stand up to parents more. Yes, I am saying children need to, and I'm speaking riot even. If you are a teenager and you are getting forced to babysit your younger sibling and all of your shit's taken up by them, all of your time, all of your free time, everything else like that, because your parents say, hey, this is what's going on, this is why it's happening, stand up to your parents. Just look at, stand up to your parents, riot, and go, well, if you leave, all I'm going to do is just call CPS and say he was abandoned. So that's what they need to do. If they're forced into that type of role, fucking call the cops, call CPS, and just be like, hey, da la la. Yeah, exactly. But I'm just saying that in only very specific situations do children need to basically riot against their parents. Only in very specific situations. If they're forced into the nanny slash babysitter sitter slash parental role for a younger sibling, riot. It, specifically if you get no compensation for it. In a specific situation like that, riot. Look at your mom, your dad, whoever, and say, if you leave me with da 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 la, I will call the cops and tell them you abandoned them. Make your parents' life hell for leaving your younger sibling with you. All you have to do. Your parents will get pissed. Your parents will get mad. Your parents will do a lot of things to bully you into doing it. And all you have to do as well is say, I didn't choose this. I didn't ask for you to have me. Yeah, I wanted the sperm raised. Whoop de doo. You chose to have me. It's your job to feed, clothe, and house me until I'm 18. Or 16, depending on where you're at. Okay, let me ask you something. Will you compensate them? Will you compensate your oldest for staying home alone with your youngest? No. Or is it just simply a, nope, you're on your own, fuck off? Yeah, okay. Will you be compensating your oldest, though, for it? That is the entire point of it, though. No. No. No, you're not. That is not compensation. See, again, no, that's not compensation either. I love you a lot, man, but let me explain. Anything you're already paying for is not compensation at that point. You were already doing that to begin with. No, you were already doing that to begin with. All you're trying to do is leverage something you were already doing. There you go. But again, you're punishing him for it, though, then. That is a punishment instead of a compensation. Because you're taking away something you are, oh, all you're doing now is paying him so he can pay for it now. Yeah, but again, you are taking away from him something that you are already doing to do something that, he didn't have a choice in anyways at that point. I get parents need a break, But if you're taking away something you were already doing and saying, here, if you do this, this is your compensation for it, you're punishing him for it. He'll resent it still. he, he will resent it still. He may not say it, but he will. That see, there you go. That's what. See, that's the thing right there. There you go. We're already doing stuff. Pizza. There you go, dude. That's all it is. Just be like, hey, you mind watching your younger brother? Here's money for a pizza. That's compensation. You're giving him food. You're giving him. I don't doubt that. Again, I don't know everything you do. Obviously, I'm not you, and I'm not your kid. But all I'm saying is, if you're already doing X amount of things, and you take one away and say, "This is your compensation now for doing this for me," that's not a good example, dude. No offense, I'm not trying to offend you. I'm really not, but that's just a fuck thing to do. If you offer him compensation, like again, you just said pizza, something like that, it'd be like, hey, me and mom want to have a date night. Would you mind watching your little brother, whatever? Here's money for a pizza, or here's money for some sort of food. Because, I'm sorry, if your child's going to be watching your youngest and everything, please, please, God, do not have them try to cook anything. Get them takeout. Fork out that little bit of money to get the fucking takeout. It's something they'll enjoy. And usually, especially at kids that age, it works as great compensation. Or if they like Roblox and they want Roblox bucks or something like that, there's $5 right there to get them some Roblox. Oh my god, I can't say the fucking word. But there's, $5 to get them some bucks, Roblox bucks. Something like that. Or give your child the choice even and be like, look, here's the deal. I either give you this much money, talking it with your wife even too, obviously, because it's. See, again, you're that's not a bad thing. You've already established I guess, a working relationship with your kid. That's what I said. If you take away something that you were already doing for him, and then make that into hey, if you do this, you get this now, it's counterproductive. But if you wanted to start watching your youngest and everything, and you said he fully understands, so tell him this. Look, I can either do this for you, like get him takeout again, like I said, or I can. No, I fully agree. There are just some kids who also need the proper motivation. But look, also, I'm going to tell you now as well, which out of everything I've said, this is going to be fucked too. Manipulate your kid. Manipulate your kid too. pretty good. If you want your oldest to start watching your youngest, right? Tell them just do not put the cost of food or takeout into the equation for what you're going to give them as compensation, okay? Because that's just fucked no matter how you look at it. What you do is you go, all right, I'm going to get you food, da da da. Now, here's the thing you could either take the money, the cash now, right? Or you don't get the monetary value immediately, but you can get it sometime later down the line and let it build up. He said your oldest is old enough to understand things like that. Let him make the choice. And if he decides to not take the money immediately, I don't know if you guys have already started doing it or not, put into a savings account or checking account or whatever for your child at that point. And one other part as well. One other small part. Whatever you had originally planned on giving him, double it. Double what you planned on giving him if he chose to put it into the account. Why? Because your child is deciding to make a smarter choice. He's looking at the long term payoff. Just inform him too, though. Like, obviously he's a kid still, so you kind of lead him by the hand on that one and be like, look, also, you won't have access to the money right away. This is going to be a long term payout for you. And you have to understand that. And again, from everything you've ever said about your kid, he will understand that and he'll be okay with it. You just don't tell him how much you plan on giving him. And anytime he chooses to dump it in the bank or whatever, you double it. You double whatever you planned on giving him and put that in the bank for him. Why? Because you're investing in your own child at that point, too. You're putting faith and belief in your child. And, depending on how often you have to do it, depending on what your child does, anything like that, he can have himself a relatively nice little nest egg of like a few $100s, like $1,000 or something, even. Depending. And he's going to see that and be like, holy shit. You know, that's what any kid would do too. Just like, holy crap, I have blah blah blah. And be ecstatic. And then when your youngest gets to a point where things like that can start happening, or, no longer needs to be babysat, put a chore chart up. Because at that point, they're both going to be way old enough to take care of themselves, do stuff around the house. The more complicated and difficult the chore is, pay them more. Don't go over anything, don't go above $10 for a chore. But $10 for a chore is like, fully cleaning the kitchen type deal. They do the dishes, they put them away, they sweep and mop the floor, and they clean the countertops. That type of thing. That's $10. Or they go out back and weed the yard. That's $10. Or they mow the lawn, depending on how big your lawn is. And I can tell you now, you start things like that as well, And you're looking at like depending on how big your house is, your yard is, everything else like that, you got maybe $200 that you would have to dump out, right, to your kids and put it into a bank account. Vinny, I can tell you now, the most fucked up punishment that I ever had to do or saw do was literally cutting the lawn with a pair of scissors and a ruler to make sure it was the exact same length. No cap, no bullshit. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah. Done shit. That's been some shit. But if they're old enough to do chores, dude, I kid you not. Don't tell them you're doing it. Don't, obviously don't tell them you're doing it. But put a monetary value for that chore and start putting that into a bank account for them. If you haven't already, do it. Start doing it now. Why? Because again, you're paying for their future. You're helping their future. You will oddly help them because they will have an odd sense of satisfaction when you eventually, when they get up to like 16 or something like that, 16, 18, whatever. They graduate high school and you go, here, oh, by the way, here. And you hand them a bank statement or a card or whatever. And they see how much money they've done, acquired. They will get an odd sense of satisfaction. They will feel like they've actually done something. Or tell them you're going to pay them. You don't tell them how much they're getting paid. Just be like, look, you do these chores, these are going into a bank account for you. And by the time you're 18, 16, 18, choose whichever age you want. That's parental choice there. But like by the time you're 16 or 18, you will have access to that account. So depending on how well you do your chores and what chores and all that, depends on how well it works out for you. This is exactly like a job. The more effort you put in, the better it is for you. The least effort you put in, the worse it is for you. Hey, look at me, I caught it. Go me. But that's what you gotta do, honestly. Your kids are gonna they need something. All kids need some sort of incentive. It's a fact. As adults we need incentive. Kids need it worse than we do because their attention span is worse than ours. But our incentive is we go to work to make money to fucking live. It's a shit story, but we go to work to make money to be fucking broke. That's what we're really doing. Start teaching your kids young, though. One's an entrepreneur, the other one isn't. That's funny. That is absolutely hilarious. Uh, Alright, I'm not doing like as long of a stream today. I do actually have something I need to do. And it is around that time when I need to start. Yeah, yeah, 100%. They were old enough because I believe they're both double digits in age, right? Like they're at least 10 and above, right? I don't remember how old your kids are. Okay, well, close enough for horseshoes and hand grenades at that point. No, they're easily old enough to understand. Just start teaching them now. Start teaching them now that, hey, this is what's going on now. This is what's going to start happening. Why? Because this is how the real world works. School's not going to teach them that. High school's not going to teach them that. College is not going to teach them that. As a parent, you have to teach them that hard fact. And they will undoubtedly hate it. And what I mean by undoubtedly, I mean they're going to hate it, period. But I will be taking off. Again, I do have something that I weirdly need to do, which sounds odd. And so. With the final message, folks, don't forget. Let the insanity take over. Let it in. And let's have some fun. Till next time.